Hi, and welcome to Studio 411. I'm your host, Larry Dasilva, and lo and behold, it's Christmas. My goodness, I'm just chilled thinking about it, but here we are, and we've got a special show featuring some past guests from the series, and we're all going to kind of sit around and maybe, I don't know, drink some eggnog or do something, and maybe one of our guests will tell some stories. He's already told us a few, but we can't repeat them on air. So, but anyway, we're going to play a quiz game while we kind of reminisce about things that are near and dear to their hearts during the holiday season. I'll start with, on my left, a gentleman who's been on the show several times, author, historian, Mark Allen Baker. How you doing, Mark?
Very good, Larry.
Good
Happy
to see
holidays
you.
to
Same
you,
to
and
you.
your lovely wife.
Tell me, you've been working on a couple of books since we last saw you. So, give me some themes.
I've gone from literally writing regional history to taking a step up into the biography area. And picked up two sports biographies with McFarlane and Company. And the first one came out in October. Second one we're hoping to get out in the spring. The first one is Battling Nelson, the Durable Dane. The second one, we're still working on a title, but I believe it's going to be Abraham Mattel, the Little Champ. Two great stories. I don't want to give you all the details because I know you'll have me on a dedicated show where we'll really spin some tales.
If he doesn't win the game, he may not be on.
That's right, I may not be on. But anyway.
You got some stiff competition here today.
That's true. Yeah. I'm afraid here.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Our second guest, and again, a veteran of Studio 411, the lovely Marie Langworthy, author as well as editor-in-chief, New Kabaddi Press. You probably know Marie's been on with her co-author talking about switching gears to your life both in careers as well as in retirement. Marie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. What you guys working on any new books?
Carol Lee has this grandiose idea of authoring and publishing a whole series of travel books.
We had her on not too long ago.
She is indefatigable, and all of the books are based on trips which she has actually designed and taken. So they're very authentic.
So you're just editing them. You don't get to go on the trips,
I've
right?
been on some of them.
Oh, you have? Okay.
But when I go on the trips, I don't want to work. I just want to enjoy myself. So I let her do all the research and all the grunt work. And then I edit it and consult and give her some input. So together, it's a collaborative work.
There you go. Very good. Good to have you back on.
Thank you.
And last but not least, a gentleman that actually goes back to our original pilot episode back in 2014. Of course, you remember him as editorial cartoonist, formerly of the Hartford Courant. Now spreading his wings even farther as a member of Kegel Cartoons. The great Bob Engelhardt. Bob, welcome back.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And
Glad
same
to be
you,
back.
absolutely. And now you are perhaps working on some projects. I know you stay busy.
I'm drawing editorial cartoons without benefit of an editor.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is amazing. I love it. It's so much fun. No one can stop me now.
As we noted before the taping started, yes, we can definitely see a ramped up quality. You're like rejuvenated again.
Yes, I am. It's well, the internet is another medium. And like newspapers is a medium, television, the internet's a medium, and I'm taking advantage of it. And I'm doing cartoons that, some people would say they're tasteless. But I think they're right on the money.
There you go. Good for you. Good
The
for
bawdier, the better.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be talking with our guests a little bit about things from their lives during the Christmas and holiday season, but we're going to play a little quiz game called Holiday Chestnuts, and again, some of the categories, history, facts, and figures, traditions around the world, cartoons, animation, made-for-TV movies, specials, carols and songs, and movies in the silver screen, and literature and the performing arts. And since I told Marie about this some 4 or 5 months ago, she's been telling Carol Lee Duckworth, her partner, I have no time for you. I have to cram for this show. So we will see how well she does, and our judge will keep track, and we will see. So as we turn on our candle, let the games begin. All right. All right, first question, and again, we'll start with Mark, and again, we'll see how we do here. What furry headgear did boys receive for Christmas in 1955?
1955. Would it be the Bullwinkle antlers, or that's the only thing I could think about that?
No. The other thing about this game is when no one knows the answer, we just move on. We do
Oh,
not,
okay, you
so
don't-
I can use these questions in
Okay.
10 years. So okay,
I'm
so
trying to
Doesn't
think.
everybody get a shot at it? Because
no,
I know
no,
the answer.
no.
Yeah.
That was the
1955.
original idea, but unfortunately
Ah.
we've had to modify the game a little bit. So
Okay.
so those of you watching, you better take notes, because if you don't hear the answer, well, you better look it up on the internet. Marie, in Finland, in which room is heaven hung? The bedroom, the bathroom, or the dining room?
I'm going to take a stab at the dining room.
Correct. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Engelhardt. What beer company's commercials featured Clydesdales stomping through a winter wonderland?
Oh, for Pete's sake. Budweiser.
There you go.
That was
All right,
easy.
correct.
That was
All
a
right.
pretty simple
That
question.
was-
Probably the only
Easy.
answer I know.
There you go. Well,
All the categories right there.
all right, back to Mark Allen Baker. Who wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Now, you got to get this right, because our mascot Reno here will be offended, because that's one of his
Right up there.
cousins.
Was it Johnny Marks?
Absolutely correct.
Whoa, I
Very
don't know
good.
where I
I
pulled
never
that
would have
one
known
from.
that
Right.
one.
What child actress, Marie, did Judy Garland sing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" to? What child actress did Judy Garland sing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" to?
I'm going to take a chance. It can't possibly be this, but not Shirley Temple.
No, incorrect.
No.
And that movie was, I think, Meet Me in St. Louis,
Oh,
by the way, just in case.
But what is the answer?
Oh, no, we're
He
not
won't
giving
tell
the
us.
answer.
See how that-
I
No.
have to look it up on the internet?
Absolutely. When you
Oh,
watch
man.
the episode, you will be a Google fool when you're doing that. So. All right, Bob. What dance from the Nutcracker features the delicate instrument, the celesta?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, that's obvious. That's the hornpipe.
I don't know what show he's
That's a
talking
tough
about,
one.
but okay, no, incorrect. All right. Mark, Suzanne Summers played the role of Chrissy on Three's Company. What was her formal name?
Her formal name on that show?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, I didn't watch that show. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to
Okay,
pass
very
on
good.
that one.
Neither do I. Okay, Marie, let's see.
I know.
Does Santa wear a cape?
Absolutely not.
Correct. All right.
Very good.
Bob Engelhardt, only if he's in certain neighborhoods, though.
Okay.
So you got
I
to be
see.
careful. All right, Bob, what proud, glamorous bird was a popular Christmas dish in Victorian England?
The ostrich.
Incorrect. Mark Allen.
But it's delicious.
Yeah.
And you were so
An
sure of
ostrich is
yourself.
delicious. And the eggs are that big.
I know they're huge.
And where did you have this? In New Haven?
In my mind.
Okay.
Strictly
He
imaginary.
was so sure of
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
I assumed
I
it
can
I was-
see
I
another
was fooled.
cartoon coming out of
Yeah,
that. Okay,
exactly
you watch
right.
the next week or 10 days. You're going to see a lot of cartoons. Let me tell you. Oh, by the way, before I forget, give the website where folks can catch up on all your editorial.
Oh,
Is it-
BobEngelhardt.com.
Okay.
Easy to remember.
Very good. All right. Mark Allen Baker, in Frosty the Snowman, what kind of boxcar did Frosty ride in?
What kind of boxcar? I don't know. Freight car?
Incorrect. All right, Marie, what song made its debut in the same movie that featured the trolley song and Skip to My Lou?
Would you repeat the question, please?
What song made its debut in the same movie that featured the trolley song and Skip to My Lou?
Have no idea.
Okay. Bob Engelhardt, who wrote all the music for Holiday Inn?
Bing Crosby.
Correct. All right.
Very good, Bob.
And it was, of course, 1942, Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire.
I thought it was Irving Berlin.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did he say? No, he did say that, didn't he?
He did
I said
not.
Bing Crosby.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, Judge, you didn't catch that. I didn't hear the bell ring. Okay. Okay, no,
There it is.
incorrect.
Bing Crosby was
no.
in the movie.
Yes,
He was. He
no.
sang- he sang the song.
Incorrect
He
answer.
sang.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I was
okay.
just guessing, and I thought, wow, that's right.
That was great that you did that. You had me fooled.
Reno, if things don't snap up quick, you'll be the judge, okay, sir? Oh, what's the judge? Oh, She's holding up one finger. What's that? Oh, is that the right finger? Oh, okay. No, okay. I thought she was giving me a signal there. Okay. All right, Mark Allen, that's incorrect, by the way. I'm sorry.
I know.
How many solo parts? But notice he didn't say anything. he was going to
No, take it while you can get it. Are you kidding?
Run. Yeah,
exactly.
All right. How many solo parts are in the Christmas oratorio? 4, 10, or 36?
Oh my goodness.
I'll say 10.
Incorrect. Marie,
You're getting a lot of tough
Where did
questions.
you get these questions?
I stayed up late while you were cramming.
I'm on the losing end here.
Marie, who said, quote, God bless us everyone?
Oh, gosh. It's from the Christmas Carol, the little boy.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, God.
No soliciting,
Not
please.
Through the tulips.
Tim. Tiny Tim.
Judge, can we accept that? Okay, very good. All right.
It was right. Thank you.
I watched them
I
on
owe
Laughing
you.
back in the day. All right. Bob
Tim
Engelhardt,
Cratchit.
what mode of transportation does Santa use?
A Honda motorcycle. No, it's a sleigh.
A sleigh. I didn't realize Paul Lynde was on the panel today. Do you remember that from the old Hollywood Squares? Yeah, correct. All right. Mark, in Spain, what midnight event is called Misa del Gala?
Misa del Gala. What was one more
In
time?
Spain, what midnight event is called Misa del Gala?
Midnight event. I have no idea.
Okay, Marie, what network featured a Charlie Brown Christmas back in 1965? ABC, CBS, or the Dumont Network?
Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to take a stab at CBS.
Correct. All right.
Very good.
We're playing Holiday Chestnuts here on this holiday episode of Studio 411 with our panelists Mark Allen Baker, Marie Langworthy, and Bob Engelhardt joining us for the holiday special. Let's see. We left off with Marie, correct? So, Bob, let's see now. In Nuttin' for Christmas, why can't I start being good now?
I'm getting nothing for Christmas. I don't know. Because I can't sing?
No. Mark, in Going My Way, what did Father Charles O'Malley's friends call him?
Oh, boy. Don't know.
Marie, in The House Without a Christmas Tree, what winged being does Addie play in the Christmas pageant?
An angel.
Correct. All right, very good. Marie, she's really boning
You're
up for
doing
this.
great.
Let's guess.
Rub some of that
Those were
good
two
luck
guesses.
off, would you?
They were just two guesses.
Yeah.
I figured
Can
a
we
winged,
trade
a
questions?
winged being. What else would it be but an angel?
That's right.
All right. Bob, what plant does one stand beneath for a traditional Christmas kiss? A, holly, B, ivy, C, mistletoe, D, yew, or C, or rather F? Let me try that again. What plant does one stand behind, or beneath rather, for a traditional Christmas kiss? A, holly, B, ivy, C, mistletoe, D, yew, or E, cactus?
Oh, mistletoe.
Correct. Very good. All
That's
right.
easy.
Yeah,
See,
that
you're giving
was-
me all the easy
that
ones.
was an
You give Mark
easy
all the hard
one.
ones.
I think we should be able to trade after a while.
All righty, let's see. Judge, who is in the lead by chance? Let's see. Bob Engelhardt is, Marie is in the lead. Correct. All right, very good. Keep up the good work, Marie.
It's serendipity, trust me.
All right, Mark, what is the average number of gifts an adult male receives for Christmas? 6, 10, or 69?
6.
Incorrect.
Well, I'd like to know the
I
answer
tried
to
a Bob Engelhardt move on that. I figured if I was firm, I'd get it, right?
Can't you
It's
just
not
tell
worth
us one answer?
Yeah, he won't even give us the right answer.
How is Merry Christmas wished in Mexico, Marie?
Feliz Navidad.
Very good,
good.
very good.
Oh,
All right. Or in Rio during the Olympics, stop thief. Okay.
Yeah. Stop.
All right. Let's see. Bob, in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, who mistook the Grinch for Santa Claus?
That's a good question, and I should know that because it's about cartoons.
Exactly.
And it's a classic, and everybody's seen it, and I've seen it 100 times.
you're right. You've given
And I
us 6
should know the
reasons why
answer
you
to
should
this.
know it.
I don't know, that little kid.
That little kid.
What a poor,
Jim Carrey. That's
No.
who Jim
what a
Carrey.
lame
No,
attempt.
You'll be looking that one up for sure. Okay. All right, Mark. Mark, who claims that the questions are too hard.
No Connecticut
All right,
questions.
here we
I
go.
noticed.
What if you come up with the answer 3 rounds after you've been asked? Can you just blurt it out? Say,
That's
I
right.
remember. I remember.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you have a better memory than me, I'll tell you that. All right, Mark, in the Christmas song, what are folks dressed up like? In the Christmas song, what are folks dressed up like?
Elves.
Incorrect. Marie,
I'm sorry.
the crew is laughing. I don't know, Mark.
That's all right.
You're
That's all right.
amusing. I can only. Oh, wait a minute. I hear the audience roaring as we
Roaring,
speak.
okay.
Here we go. No, you'll do better. Okay, on the second round. John Lithgow played the evil toy manufacturer in what Santa Claus movie?
Oh my goodness, I have no idea.
Okay, Bob. What was the first name of Scrooge's deceased partner, Marley?
He was a reggae star. In,
I know, I know,
in
I
Jamaica.
know.
Yeah, man.
I know that one.
You stole my line. I was going to say, and it's not Bob. Okay, but it's still, he doesn't have an answer, so he'll be looking that up. All right, Mark.
Lucas. It's Lucas.
No.
Luke, no, incorrect.
Oh, it's Jacob.
I had that.
It just came to me.
Time is up. Time is
It
up.
just came to me.
I
All
have
right.
to
What,
tell.
according to a child in the Bailey family, does it mean when you hear a bell ringing? A, dinner's ready. B, bath time. C, an angel has its wings. D, it's time to wake up. Or E, Trump, you're done.
I would say C, an angel. gets its
Absolutely.
wings.
All right.
Hallelujah. Thank you for rubbing off a little of that good luck.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. All righty. Let's see. How many points does Mark have, by the way?
No, let's not go down that path.
He has 30 points. That's not bad. 3 correct.
All right,
Good
not
deal.
too bad.
All right, Marie. And let's see. Wait a minute. Why do I? Oh, does Santa wear a belt?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. She was firm too.
Is he a black belt or a yellow belt? No, you have correct. Yes. All right. Let's see. Bob Engelhardt. What saint brought Christmas to Ireland in the 5th century?
St. Francis?
Incorrect. Mark, in her first Christmas
St.
special.
Patrick.
Incorrect. Too late. Too late. In her first Christmas special, what singer went home to Nova Scotia?
Oh my God.
I know this tune. I can't think of it.
His next book will be on this person.
Nova Scotia. Let's say Anne Murray.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Correct.
Wow.
Good
It's only
for
Canadian.
you.
I'm going through the whole list of Canadian
Wow.
singers, and
Yeah.
that finally
I
came
would
up. Anne Murray.
But because of her vocal stylings, a lot of people always thought she was from this country, because even her first hit record was an old Beatles song called "You Won't See Me." I think it was a track from like one of the
Okay,
Beatles albums
sure.
in the '60s, and everybody said, "Oh, she's Canadian," but she is. Yeah. All right, Marie. What was Brenda Lee doing around the Christmas tree? And keep it clean.
Dancing.
Incorrect. Upon receiving his Oscar, who commented, quote, "Now I know there is a Santa Claus." and there's a hint in the quote.
Okay, give me that question again, please.
Upon receiving his Oscar, who commented, quote, "Now I know there is a Santa Claus." Unquote.
Sid Vicious.
No.
Oh boy.
The judge is looking askance at Bob.
Yeah,
I can tell right
she's
now.
giving him the stare.
All right, Mark, another easy one for you. What choreographer / dancer mounted a TV production of The Nutcracker with the American Ballet Theater?
American Ballet. Mikhail Brezhnev?
Excellent. Mark is on a roll.
Good
I'm
for
telling
you.
Well,
It's
he's
'cause
getting all
he's-
the easy questions.
No,
Oh,
he's-
I don't know.
he gave me all Marie's, I think.
That wouldn't have not.
He's
I would
been
not have
switching,
known
giving
that.
Marie the tougher
Excellent.
ones.
Those two last ones.
All
were
right,
very-
Marie, what is the biggest selling Christmas single of all time?
White Christmas.
Excellent. That's Marie does it
good.
again. Bob, the famous lithographers were Blank and Ives.
Courier.
Excellent. All right. I was going to thought he might say Burl and I.
Burl. Yeah, well, it is
No,
Christmas.
they did other stuff.
Actually, they did this. Yeah, if you recall.
Right.
That's where is Burl? That's Burl Ives right there.
That's
we get a
right.
shot of that. My Christmas tie? No, I guess not. All right, there we go. The director's not interested. There's Burl Ives right there. There we go. All right. Traditionally, Mark, does the oldest, youngest, or middle member of the family open the first present?
Youngest.
Correct.
Good job.
All right. Marie's your biggest rooter.
I know.
Marie won't get on the show again, but she's rooting for you like vehemently, okay? So she's going to tell Carrie Lee, forget the next book because he's not having you back.
I'm hoping that she'll edit mine. That's what I'm hoping. She'll finally turn to me, I'll edit yours,
Be
Mark.
my guest.
There you go. All right, in The Gathering, Marie,
Oh,
what
geez.
Remington Steele star portrayed the wife of a draft evader? And I'll give you a hint. She was recently in Waterbury in a stage production.
I have no idea.
All right. Bob, what carol demands figgy pudding? No jokes, please.
Figgy pudding. Figgy pudding. What
I think
carol?
he's setting you up for this.
White Christmas.
Incorrect. Mark, what did George and Marie Bailey call, quote, our song in It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, boy.
And it's not Till the Cows Come Home.
Okay. Since I had you.
Incorrect. Marie, what flower does Moore compare St. Nicholas's cheeks to?
Lily.
Incorrect. Bob, who kept time with the little drummer boy? Keep it clean.
Well, we don't know his sexual preference, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can't even guess.
All right. Wrong. All right. Mark Allen Baker. After 41 years, the ban on owning what metal was lifted New Year's Eve, 1974?
Wow.
After 41 years, the ban on owning what metal was lifted on New Year's Eve, 1974?
Platinum.
Incorrect. Marie, in what country does the gift bringer Starman bring gifts? Mexico, Poland, or Uruguay?
Uruguay.
Incorrect.
Just a
Bob,
guess.
in Frosty the
one.
Snowman, what occupation was Professor Hinkle? Scientist, magician, or laborer?
He was a. What's the question again?
In Frosty the Snowman, what occupation was Professor Hinkle? Scientist, magician, or laborer?
Oh, he was a magician.
Correct. There we
Good,
go.
Bob.
So, I knew that. That's another one of those
Paul
cartoon-
Coker Jr.
So you
drew
can
it.
no,
See?
Yeah, you got
no,
even that.
We'll take a break from this to touch base now. When you were a kid growing up, now by then you were already a young adult, but you obviously have always been like interested in cartoons and,
Right,
and production. So as a kid growing up or as an adult, what's your favorite holiday special?
Well, I just wanted to say that Frosty the Snowman, the guy who was a major influence on me as a cartoonist, Paul Coker Jr., drew the characters for Frosty the Snowman and all the characters in the whole thing. So it has that show has a special
As
meaning
Carson
to
would
me.
say, I did not know that.
Yeah, well, it's true.
There you go. How about you, Marie? Growing up, favorite or even now favorite Christmas special?
Right now, it's not a Christmas special, but my favorite Christmas movie in the whole world is Love Actually.
Okay, yes, which a
Oh,
lot of people think is a Valentine's movie because it's really a lot of couples.
But it takes place at Christmas.
Yeah, yes,
I
it does.
just
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
movie.
I actually took our executive producer, N.L. Bemis, on our first date to see that movie.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a
yeah,
wonderful
that's right.
movie.
And she still put up a tough fight. I don't know. It was a tough fight. She didn't get the message. You know, when the guy was doing the card, she didn't
Oh,
get that.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
my.
think she was more interested in the Liam Neeson character, but that's for another show anyway. All right, and Mark, what about you? Favorite Christmas special growing
I
up?
guess probably Charlie Brown's Christmas, probably.
There
Something
you go,
along
yeah.
those lines.
Perennial,
Very traditional.
As Marie
so.
guessed correctly, as actually aired on all three major networks over the years. But first it was CBS back in '65. Yeah. And
Wow, it's been that long.
Snoopy lives on. He's everywhere. I'm surprised he's not here. But actually, is he on my tie? No, he's not. No, he's not. All right, where did I leave off on? I left
think
off with
Bob,
Bob.
I
That's
guess.
correct. All right. Mark, Johnny Mathis scored a wonderful hit with what wonderful song in 1958?
Oh, boy, I should know this.
Remember, Christmas theme. Johnny Mathis scored a wonderful hit with what wonderful song in 1958?
I just drew a blank.
All right. Marie, on what street does a Santa Claus miracle occur?
34th.
Excellent. Correct. Bob, how many acts make up Hansel and Gretel?
How many acts?
Yes.
Axe? Like
Yes.
a chopping axe?
No, no.
Ask me a question?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's scary that Bob's jokes are like I come up with them and he says them before I can even get them out. But it's better if he says them. The letters will go to him.
No, wait, let's do this logically. They were a brother and sister act, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I don't know.
How many
I have no
acts?
idea.
Okay, does not know. All right, those of you at home will be, I'm sure, Googling that answer to that question. Mark, who is on a roll, which of these names does not belong to Santa's reindeer? A, Comet, B, Prancer, C, Blitzen, D, Puka, or F, Donald?
I'll say D. Puka.
Excellent, excellent. I thought you were going to go for Donald.
I was
but
going
guess
to
you
throw
didn't.
Donald in there, but I figured Puka. And
All right, Marie.
Yes.
What Rip Van Winkle creator was the first to describe Santa Claus as a pipe smoker? What Rip Van Winkle creator was the first to describe Santa Claus as a pipe smoker? I would think Bob would know this, but just luck of the draw.
I think I do.
All right, so we'll.
Washington Irving.
I was trying to remember his
I couldn't
name.
remember that.
I was trying so hard to remember Washington Irving.
Okay, we'll give you that.
But
one,
you
all
know
right.
what? You can't because
No.
he whispered
Oh,
it.
Bob.
But you helped me.
Bob let the
After the
Marie was
fact.
giving hand
Yeah, well.
signals there. So, all right, we are playing a holiday quiz game with three of our past guests joining us here on Studio 411 to celebrate the holiday season. To my left, Mark Allen Baker, Marie Langworthy, and Bob Engelhardt joining and just having the time of their lives. So we will continue with our laugh fest here. Let me see, before we continue, a favorite toy as a kid growing up? Christmas
Gosh,
toy that you
Christmas
got as a gift.
toy. Probably a bicycle.
Bicycle and Marie?
Paper dolls.
Paper dolls,
Oh.
okay. And Bob?
I was a big Hopalong Cassidy fan. And one of my favorite gifts was the whole outfit with the steer, necklace or necktie
Sure.
thing, and the guns and the black cuffs, leather cuffs for your, and the hat.
I thought you were wearing that now.
No,
Yeah,
this is
okay.
from my other collection.
Or
Yeah, Hoppy.
That's a
Hoppy,
good one.
absolutely. Mine was as a young boy, I got a James Bond racing set that actually required my dad to build a table, probably as big as one of the ones we normally use for the regular Studio 411 set, maybe even a little wider, and that thing was great. I mean, it worked, and unfortunately, though, I used it so much with my friends, we went through at least 2 controllers
Oh, really?
during the time that I owned it. So yeah, it was good times. Good, and the mountain on top where the cars drove into, one of the mountains actually could be removable, so you could see them as they were zipping along.
Oh, neat.
And they would actually jump over a track, and again, we're talking like mid-60s. It would actually land, and of course that pin had to land precisely where the
In the
electrics
slot, right?
in the slot, and it did.
Yeah, slot cars.
So it was pretty interesting. All right, that was incorrect on Marie's part. She got help on that, so that's a negative. All right. In what boot-shaped country, Bob, does the castle of St. Angelo's boom in the new year?
And it's known for pizza. I would say it's Italy.
Correct, absolutely. Mark Allen Baker. After Marley, who was the first ghost to visit Scrooge in Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol?
Oh, boy.
I'll read it
Christmas, the Ghost of Christmas Past.
again. Incorrect.
Oh, I would have thought that would be
What carol, Marie, contains the line, quote, "Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices"?
Oh, Holy Night.
Correct.
good.
She knows she was boning up on her religious
No, I
songs.
didn't. I didn't have any idea that these were all going to be Christmas questions.
Yes, what did you think?
Oh, well, I thought they were going to be current events, you know,
I don't know.
literature.
Like Bob, she didn't read the fine print.
No,
I thought they were all Connecticut questions, so I was like
Thank
warming
you.
up on Farmington.
He's waiting for the
Mystic.
Malloy question, but there is no. There was
is no-
Jacob Marley. That's about as close to Malloy as you're going to get. Okay. All right, Bob Engelhardt. What religion is featured in Going My Way?
Jewish.
Incorrect.
How could you miss that one?
Easy.
Mark Allen Baker. Christmas morning finds Kris Kringle appropriately. Let me try this again. Christmas morning finds Kris Kringle appropriately what in the novel Miracle on 34th Street? And I'm not going to penalize. I'm going to skip the question because it's very poorly worded. Let's try another one on Miracle on 34th Street. My reindeer here handed me a substitute question. In what city did Miracle on 34th Street take place?
Okay. I'll guess New York City.
Excellent. Correct. Very good. All right. Now, we talk about questions not being tailored to the right person, as I know Mark's going to say. Marie, who knocked out Hans Stretch on Christmas Day,
Who's
1950?
Hans? Who is he?
It's not the one in his latest book, I can tell you
my
that.
goodness.
Who knocked out Hans Stretch on Christmas Day, 1950?
I have no clue.
All right, so Marie doesn't know the answer. I'll give the answer. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay, who knocked out Hans Stretch on Christmas Day, 1950? I'll give that because you're the boxing expert. Was the boxing
1950.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay. I didn't know. I obviously know Sugar Ray
Yeah,
Robinson.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
come
that
on.
was funny because I thought here that should have been maybe a
That's right.
question you might get, and of
Yeah.
course, poor Marie got.
That's a good
boxing.
guess. I mean, you could have guessed
I
Robinson
never heard of
or
a
Joe
boxer.
Lewis.
Yeah.
No, me
And
neither.
you and I did a show on boxing. I
Yeah.
never heard of him before.
I should have just guessed
Just goes
Rocky
to-
Marciano or some silly thing.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
Robinson.
Bob. Let's see.
Joe Lewis is the answer to all boxing.
Yeah.
I'll remember
It's
that.
always a safe guess.
Bob Engelhardt, right up your alley. In Liberia, what tropical tree is decorated? A cactus, a palm tree, or a fig tree?
Oh, a fig tree.
Incorrect.
I would have
thought for
guessed
sure.
that one.
Mark Allen Baker, what kind of squealing animal does Herbie's Rudolph friend impersonate to lure the snow monster into a trap?
A pig.
Absolutely correct. Very good. Give
for you.
Mark a high five
I
on
would
that.
never have gotten that one.
Absolutely.
Tell me that
So
wasn't a guess.
what's the score so far?
All right,
afraid
who's
to
in the
find
lead
out.
right now, scorekeeper? It's tied between Marie and Mark. So Mark has
Wow.
made how many
They
how
made
many
a great
points?
comeback, see?
Lots? 90 each. So very good. And Bob is trailing closely with 60. Very good. Very good. Close game. Close game.
Boy, I thought I knew more about Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
He thought it was going to be just comic strip Christmas
I
question.
see. And I didn't think it
And
was
I'm
going to
not-
be Christmas
I'm
at
not
all.
sure you thought it was going to be the Republican convention. I don't know what you thought was going to be.
I had no clue that they were going to be Christmas questions.
Yes, I sent the email saying
And
that.
I read it, but I don't remember seeing that they're going to be Christmas questions.
I
She
know.
replied to me, "Oh, I'm going to bone up over
Yeah.
the next few months." So I don't know what she was
did.
reading, but she was paying attention to maybe her co-author's travel plans. I think.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well,
I
we'll try.
didn't even read the email. I said, oh, God, another thing from Mark Dasilva. What does he want now?
Oh boy, I don't know. This says something.
a
Oh, I
motley
have
crew.
one for you. I have to throw this out. A pet peeve of mine today. A colleague of mine told me this, and I said I have to mention this, even though it's supposed to be a festive show. Today, I heard of a person going to a job interview, and while they were being interviewed, which of course it was a very short interview because of this, they were texting while they were being interviewed by
my.
the person looking to hire them for a job.
word.
So I don't know if it's the youth of today, but you know what? There's going to be a lot of unemployment if that continues. So,
my
so that's
goodness.
my Christmas
That's
bah
unbelievable.
humbug. Yeah.
If he was
Texting.
applying for an IT job, it probably got him the job.
Probably working on some new theorem while
Wow.
trying to,
Yeah, I
trying to
bet.
figure it out. But that I heard that and I just shook my
I
head.
can't believe that.
Yeah. So no, there'll be some coal in that young person's stocking.
Absolutely right.
So, all right. Bob Engelhardt, world traveler. In Liberia, oh no, we asked you that question. Never mind, I'm
Ask
sorry.
it again. I need to know.
Let's see. Which one? Marie, you're next, I believe. What carol contains the line, quote, "Round yon virgin, mother and
Oh,
child"?
Holy Night.
Incorrect.
Silent Night.
Incorrect.
Silent Night. Yeah, Silent Night. Silent Night.
The answer is late, right, Judge? We can't accept that.
All right,
No, the
okay.
judge is shaking,
All right,
shaking his head.
okay.
I see a head and I
Yeah,
see a ponytail, both
I
going in
should have
different
known
directions.
This show is tougher than Jeopardy.
Wow, I take that as a
right.
compliment. Yeah, and I'm not even doing my Alex Trebek, but see. Oh, okay. Here's one for you. As a kid growing up, one of my favorite game show hosts was Art Fleming. Now, you know who Art Fleming was?
Kind of, but
He was the original host of Jeopardy.
oh, he was.
Yes.
Okay.
12 noon every weekday on NBC.
Okay.
You can tell I didn't have much of a life. But anyway, no, and those questions, if you ever looked perhaps on like one of the not social media, but YouTube-like sites, the questions were, you guys think these are tough. I mean, we weren't dealing in like, Kardashians for 200 and, and Trump for 50, you know what I mean? Oh, there isn't a 50, but anyway, he made it up. And all of a sudden, I mean, these were like, astrology, nuclear physics, World War I history. I mean, these were, I learned a great deal from watching those
Did
shows.
you really?
Yeah,
Are
absolutely.
you saying that Jeopardy's been dumbed down?
No. No.
Wow.
Somewhat diluted.
No. When you have Kardashians and the question under novels doesn't contain either of you about what Bruce Jenner wrote for his latest book. I mean, it's not exactly.
You mean what Caitlyn Jenner has written for her,
Well, I
her
meant
latest
in past tense, yes, in past tense, but well put. All right, now let's see. Who did we leave off with? Marie, that got that one incorrect.
Yeah.
In Miracle on 34th Street, what store does Doris Walker work in? Macy's, Gimbel's, or Sears?
Ah, I know this one. I know it.
In Miracle on 34th Street, what store does Doris
I
Walker
know
work
this
in?
one.
Macy's,
tell us.
Gimbel's,
This is 10
or
points
Sears?
for me. Macy's.
Correct. All right. He was stalling while he... Watch his hands. He may be Googling it as we speak. I don't know.
Oh, man, now you know. I'll put it away.
Mark Allen Baker. When is the fir tree in its greatest glory in Anderson's story? When is the fir tree in its greatest glory in Anderson's story?
Christmas Eve.
No, incorrect. Okay. Marie, name the two states in the U.S. with a town called North Pole.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not the District of Columbia, so I'll give you that hint.
I'm just going to take a stab at it. North Dakota.
And
Back home again.
name two states in the U.S. with a town called North Pole.
Oklahoma.
Incorrect. All right. Bob Engelhart. What tightwad violining loving comedian died the day after Christmas, 1974?
Jack Benny.
Correct. All right. Mark Allen Baker. It's hard to believe it's been that long.
Yeah,
That's when you kind of look back and say, wow, I remember growing up watching Jack
Exactly.
Benny,
Exactly right.
What must twinkle, Mark, in the sky before the Hungarian Christmas Eve meal can be served? What must twinkle in the sky before the Hungarian Christmas Eve meal can be served?
The North Star.
I think we can give a star. We'll give it to him. Yeah. All right. Very good.
Okay.
Mark has rebounded quite nicely. Marie, in this animated sequel of A Little Boy Musician, the story involves preventing valuable bells from falling into the hands of a tax collector. What is the name of the animated production?
I have no idea.
All right. Bob, what hotel is mentioned in It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas?
I don't know.
Mark, in It's a Wonderful Life, what did Clarence receive for accompanying his mission? Wings, a halo, or a season pass?
Clarence got his wings.
Very good, Mark. All right. He was worried. I tell you, he'll be back.
Yeah, I said a slow start, let me tell you.
The tortoise and the hare.
hamsters
I
moving
think as
a
soon as
little
the
bit.
candle here started warming
Candle
up, all of a
starts
sudden you
getting the glow,
the
yeah.
vibe
Do
carried
do
over.
do 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 do.
Marie, what country was the first Christmas postage stamp created? USA, Austria, Canada, Switzerland, or Russia?
I'm going to say Austria.
Correct.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. I thought you'd say Russia, but I couldn't get you to bite there. Is there a city, Bob, called Bethlehem in Maryland?
Well, I know there's one in Pennsylvania.
Exactly.
Maryland, I'm going to say no.
Incorrect. And there's also, of course, Bethlehem in Connecticut,
Yes.
where everybody goes during the holiday season to get their Christmas cards. I know that's a thing of the past, but we still send them out. But Christmas cards postmarked. They bring them to Bethlehem, about a half hour away from here, so that they can, get the Bethlehem postage stamp. So yeah.
Nice.
So if you
good
happen to be
trivia.
lost, you can always go to Bethlehem in Maryland, and Bob mentioned what, in Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania.
too? So you have 3 post offices. There's only 4 left, but you can go to any one of those 3. All right. What country celebrates Plygame? Wales, Portugal, or Yugoslavia? Mark.
Yugoslavia.
Incorrect. Marie, what champagne used in Carol of the Bells? Let me rephrase that. What champagne used Carol of the Bells in its commercials in the 70s? What champagne used Carol of the Bells in its commercial in the 70s?
I don't know.
All right, very famous. And I couldn't even drink back in those days. Bob Engelhardt, in the 12 days of Christmas, of each day only. All right, let me try it again. In the 12 days of Christmas, if each day only the first type of gift was given, what would be the total number of gifts given?
3,861.
You can tell he's been
That's wrong?
studying.
No, it's wrong.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I've been staring at that camera. I'm like zoned out.
It's
man.
from the 60s,
Well,
isn't
you'd
it?
have to
Man,
give us
that's a
time
60s
to add that
candle
up.
for sure.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
In
5.
the 12 days of Christmas, if each day only the first type of gift was given,
If each
what
day
would the
was
total
first.
number of gifts given?
No, I don't even understand the question.
All right.
Give us just one answer.
That's not.
I mean,
I will, and then you guys
that's an
can send me
ambiguous
an
question.
email telling me how you cracked it. Of course, I won't read it, but
That's
All
an
right.
ambiguous question.
I know it is a little tough, but in the 12 days of Christmas, if each day only the first type of gift was given, what would be the total number of gifts given? The answer is
12.
78.
Oh, 78.
So again,
You'd have to add 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
you'll send me an email and tell me whether that is correct, or better yet, as a gift to your co-author, send her that in an envelope and tell her I was going to give you a gift card, but instead here's this query, and let her answer it. It'll last a lifetime.
Excellent.
All right, we will continue with, who did we leave off with here? I'm having so much fun, I'm totally
I think
delirious.
Bob.
It was his.
Bob was his
Yeah.
question? Okay. So we go to you, right? Yeah. In Holiday Inn, where did Fred Astaire try to trap Bing Crosby? In a closet, in a trunk, or in a, no, those good. Closet, a car trunk. Closet, trunk, or car trunk?
Trunk.
Incorrect. Marie, where did there arise such a clatter?
On the roof.
Incorrect. In the Christmas
Incorrect.
claymation TV.
Wait a minute.
That was a
There
good
was a
guess.
clatter on the roof. I know.
Ruling. I want a ruling.
All right, let's see. Where did there arise such a clatter?
Not
Judge, do you
not
know
on
the
the
answer
roof?
to that? Okay, that's the answer I have is not. I'll give it. If we're wrong, then we will give him the points. On the lawn.
Oh, on the
Oh, all right.
So I
okay.
think
No,
I
on the
think
roof.
the person was on the roof, but after drinking that champagne, now they were on the lawn. So perhaps that could be a 21st century version. In the Christmas claymation TV special, Bob Engelhardt, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the animated elf Hermie wasn't happy making toys. What did he want to become?
A woman.
You knew he was going to throw that out.
This is 2016.
Yes, but you tell me you love all those shows. You should know that.
I know. I should know
You
that.
should know that. He's gonna like go home and watch every episode he ever saw, and then he'll do a cartoon. I'm gonna be in his next cartoon, but I'm gonna have horns on my head next time. All right, Mark Allen Baker. What snack is often left out for Santa?
Cookies and milk.
Yes.
Correct. Marie, what do English children expect to find their presents in?
Oh my goodness.
What do English children expect to find their presents in?
A sack.
I don't know. We have them hung up on in our living room. Should we give that, Judge, or no?
No.
No,
Stockings.
no,
No.
Judge, stockings is the correct
Yeah,
answer.
okay,
Yeah, so,
all
yeah.
right. No,
You're
that's-
thinking maybe
that's
World War
not a
II, they
sack,
couldn't
yeah.
afford stockings. That was sack, yeah. Santa has a sack, right? A sack.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Bob Engelhardt. Which author narrated the 1966 presentation of the story A Christmas Memory? Neil Simon, Truman Capote, or Jacqueline Suzanne?
Who what?
What author narrated the 1966 presentation of their story, A Christmas Memory? Neil Simon, Truman Capote, or Jacqueline Suzanne?
I'm going to say Jacqueline Suzanne.
Incorrect.
Joe Capote?
Mark
Gene
Allen-
Autry.
Gene Autry. There you go. Yeah,
When in
back
doubt,
to
Gene
no,
Autry's a good one.
Hopalong Cassidy. There
Yes.
you go. There you
Roy
go.
Rogers.
Okay. Now let's see. We were talking before. We'll go back to Bob. Growing up, favorite Christmas song that was released to the
Oh,
general
well, my
public?
favorite Christmas carol is King Wenceslas.
Okay.
I love that song. It's so articulate. It just paints a scene. I mean, I just love that song.
Mine happens to be came out in '62. Bing Crosby, the gentleman that wrote it during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Do you hear what I hear? Bing Crosby recorded it. It's a great tune, and he does a great job for much later in his career. Mark, favorite Christmas 45 or a song that
I like
takes you back when you
recently Run Run Rudolph. A lot of
Done
people
by
have been
many
doing
people,
that
yeah.
by many rock and rollers.
the
and I always
original
got
Chuck Berry song.
Yeah, I
Dave
got a
Edmonds
kick
does it
out of
good. If you
that,
ever
and
get a chance, check
Keith
out Dave
Richards.
Edmonds. He does it. Oh, Keith did it too. Yeah. Marie,
I like Madonna's Santa Baby.
Santa
Yeah.
Baby.
That's my
that's a
favorite.
that's a
I
good
love
one.
her
Yeah.
version of that.
And
She's got to be the sexiest Christmas song.
Yeah, she is.
Eartha Kitt did the original back in '53,
That's a good
I
name
believe.
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Catwoman later on. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Let's see. Who did we leave? We left off with Bob. What Christmas song was first introduced in Holiday Inn? Mark.
White
What-
Christmas.
Very good.
Good.
Marie, what color eyes did Bob Wallace notice?
Who the heck is Bob Wallace?
It's not Mike's brother, I can tell you that.
Colored eyes.
What color eyes did Bob Wallace notice?
Hazel.
Incorrect. Bob Engelhardt, what is Laura's Christmas gift in Little House in the Big Woods?
A pony.
Incorrect.
But she could have had a pony. She got the big woods. She got the. I mean, it's perfect. Why didn't she get a pony?
Mark Allen Baker, what is the most popular tree topper?
Probably a star.
Incorrect.
Oh, wow.
Now, growing up, what did you have on your
Angel,
family
an
tree?
angel.
Assuming you had
We
a
had
trio.
we had a star. I don't know if it denoted anything in particular, but it was a decorative ornament that we had in the family.
Plastic or
not
plastic. I beg your pardon. Real or artificial tree?
Growing up was real.
Real. Okay, mine was artificial and probably was a star growing up, or something. I think we were all before they were still using live candles. So.
Yeah, I think so. Barely.
Smokey says, don't go near the Christmas tree.
But we always had an angel on top
An
of
angel
it.
and
Always. Real tree.
artificial
No,
or real?
real tree.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Bob Engelhardt.
My mother had one of those hideous aluminum Christmas trees with a spotlight on it.
Oh, yes.
The whole thing turned
Yes,
around.
Remember
yes.
those? Oh. With the color wheel that
Yeah.
used to do that?
Nice.
I don't remember what was on top. I just couldn't take my eyes off that spotlight.
Speaking of the spotlight, it reminds me the Christmas gift that I got the most. Now, either they were pretty well made, but I want to say it was Kenner, wasn't it? A Give-A-Show projector.
Yeah, remember that? What was it? You had a
Yeah,
slot
you had the
thing,
slot. I
moved
had
them
3 of
across.
those, so either I was very rough on my toys, or I don't know, but I actually had 3 of those. And then later on, my parents finally just gave me one of those, GAF things.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, they used to say, Larry, just look up at those
Yeah.
colored
Those were
lights
great.
and don't bother us.
Yeah, those were fun,
Yeah,
three-dimensional.
remember that?
Yeah, see, now
You know the toy
simple
that I
thing.
used to love, even to this day I do, kaleidoscopes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, they
yeah.
fascinate me.
Yeah, that's like me.
I
I sit at
love
home and
kaleidoscopes.
I
Watch
say,
the
who am I
camera.
having on my next show? And I just stare at that. And then when the light bulb goes out, I know, wait, I know who I'm having on my show. There we go. So, all right, we are winding down our holiday Christmas quiz show here, and we've got a few questions. We'll try to get to a few more of them. Let's see, who did we leave off with here? Who did the last question, the tree topper? Who got that?
I got
Been
that
so
one.
long, I
So
don't
it's-
remember.
Marie, is the mail traditionally delivered on Christmas Eve?
Excuse me?
Is the mail traditionally delivered on Christmas
Oh, the
Eve?
mail.
I know, you forgot what
Okay.
that is, but yeah, everything is done online now.
You mean American mail? Just regular mail?
Is the mail traditionally delivered on Christmas
Yes.
Eve? Okay. Yes, unless it falls on a Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. Bob Engelhardt, what day is Noche Buena in Spanish? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or tax season?
Tax season. Nota buena?
You know I said
Yeah, that is, I'll give that one. It's
I speak a little
Christmas
French.
Eve. Judge, am I saying that correctly? Noche Buena?
Oh, well, there you
Yeah,
go. See, that's what
nice.
threw me
Good.
off.
Good
No
night.
wonder that threw Bob.
Yeah,
That threw
good
him off.
night.
All right, Mark Allen Baker and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right here. Who provided the voice for the narrator Snowman?
For the snowman,
Yes,
for life.
absolutely. Look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
And we
Good
guessed
for
that. See, there he
you.
is right there. Very
I
good.
wouldn't have gotten that.
All right, well, let's see. Who is the big winner on this first annual Studio 411? Mark
All
Allen
right.
Baker. Very good.
Good for
Very
you.
good.
No way.
Very good. All right. So Mark will definitely be with us. The other two, perhaps.
Losers.
Yeah, we gotta go
Losers.
out. We gotta go out in the snow.
Losers.
We'll
know.
see you on the Thanksgiving show.
Yes, I have a feeling my car is going to be pelleted or pelted rather with snowballs. All
That's right.
Anyway, my sincere thanks for you folks to grace our stage and take time from your busy schedule. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did too, and
Yes, thank
continued
you.
good health to all of you
Yes.
and your various projects. And look for these folks to be back on future episodes of Studio 411. For now, from my buddy Reno here, our entire crew here at the Nutmeg Studios, from Mark Allen Baker, Marie Langworthy, and of course Bob Engelhardt, we wish you the best of the holiday season, and we look forward to seeing you again next time on Studio 411. Happy holidays.